there, we are ready to do some fun word work. We are going to do a little bit of a word study on some very common words that all start with W. And I know as a teacher and as a mom that lots of times these words get mixed up, or it's hard. We have a hard time remembering, is this the word that has the H, or is this the one without the H? And the difference between where and were, and what and want, and which has the H and which doesn't have the H. So taking a look at these words, what are some things that you girls notice about, things you notice about the differences? Okay, they all start with W.
They all have A or E in them.
They all have the vowel A or E in them.
And they start with an end and a T or an E.
They all end in a T or an E. I would agree. You know, another thing that I notice is all of them are 4-letter W words except one, and that's where. So if we look at each of these words, we have want, like I want a new bike. Went, I went to the store. What color should I wear today? Where are my car keys? And were, we were going on a walk. Okay, so if I look at some of these, something I recognize is the only difference, girls, between these two words is what? What's the only difference between want and went?
They just changed the vowel.
They just changed the vowel. So when you look at want and went, we just change the vowel. We change the A to an E if we want went. If we want what, I have, we notice that there's a WH. So if we remember that all of these are 4-letter words, then we realize that the what is the one with the WH, because we know that there's not another sound in there other than the what. So for want, we can hear the N in there, want. And so we need the NT at the end. Well, for what, we just have the T at the end. So we need to have the WH in there to make it the 4-letter word that we know that it is. So that might be one clue to help you. And where and were can get really tricky. So one thing that I always say in my head is, where is the H? So if I'm asking the question, where is the H, I'm saying it's right here. Another thing that I've seen kiddos help remember is when they just look at this part of the word. If I ask my question, where is the H? Then you can see the word here is the H. So where and here are all made within that same word of where. So remember that here is within the word where. And then that word were just has the W and not the H. So what we're going to do today is we are going to practice some of these words with some fun substances. Now, erase that there. One other video, we used shaving cream. Today we don't have shaving cream, but I will show you what we have. If Ava and Reese will show you what's on their plate. I have taken some chocolate syrup and drizzled it on a plate, and notice that the plate is white so that we can see it through there. And I have encouraged Ava and Reese to just use one finger. So today what we're going to do is we're going to practice some of our W words with just one finger, and when we write it in our chocolate syrup, it will show up white for just a little bit until we clear it again with our one finger. That way we're not getting chocolate everywhere. And one thing you'll notice as we're writing the words, I'm going to ask Ava and Reese, and I'm also going to join in. As we're writing the words, we're going to say the letters as we're writing them. It's always helpful as writers, and especially as we're learning new words, to make a little chant or to say the letters as we're writing them. So we are going to start. Why don't you go ahead and clear the board, or kind of make your board one finger. Okay, kind of fill it in.
Oh, wow, this is cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cold.
Okay.
It smells like chocolate in here.
Now, what you're going to do is when you write your word, you're going to have to press down and try and clear the chocolate out. Okay? So, and we're going to be writing the word just on a plate this time. Last time we were using cookie sheets, so we had a bigger surface.
What's the
Okay.
first word?
All right, so the first word, and I'm going to take this off of your hand because I can see it getting all chocolatey. Okay, the first word that we are going to do is what. So think about the word what. It doesn't have that N in it. It's not want. So we know it has to have that H to make it 4 letters. What. So as we're writing this, we're gonna say the letters also. Here we go. Ready?
Mom, it's not.
W H A
Yeah, I know it.
T.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's-
let's try it again because
It's
repetition is good. Here we go. W H A T.
It's
Okay.
too drizzly.
Well, you know what? You don't have fingernails because I have somebody who bites their fingernails. But if you use your fingernail, you can get down to the tray. You can get down to the plate and it will clear the chocolate a little bit better.
Oh,
Okay.
I have
Okay,
darn it.
let's try another one. Here we go.
I just got it.
Where? W H E R E. W H E R E. So keep doing it, and I want you to say it too. W H E R E. W H
Oh, wait for me.
E R E.
W-H-E-R-E.
Okay, one more time. Let's do it together. Here we go.
Oh, my arm's getting tired.
W H E R E. Okay. All right.
Ha.
Clear up the white spots there gently. And with chocolate syrup, what's key is when you're spreading it out, just to do it with a soft, smooth finger so that you don't show the white throughout the plate. And then when you're actually trying to make it show, then you would press harder either with your fingernail or just your finger a little bit tougher. Okay, so cover it all up. Okay, with a nice gentle finger so that it's covered with chocolate. And now we'll use a harder push on our plate to show it white. Okay, Reese, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You can tell that this is something fun to do, and sometimes it's hard to focus, huh? Okay, here we go. We are going to do want. I want to go to the park. Ooh, I got somebody else. I tricked her. Reese put an H in there.
Oh, I always
If it's
do
want, if we have 4 letters, we know we don't need the H. Want, because it has the NT at
that. Wait,
the
are
end.
we just doing one?
Want. W-A-N-T. 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 Okay, so try and write the word want. W-H-N-T. W-H-N-T.
W-H-N.
I'm sorry, is that what I was saying? I know it was. Oh man, I'm teaching everybody at home wrong. Sorry. W-A-N-T. What I'm concerned about is that we're playing in the chocolate instead of writing our words. We will have the opportunity to play in the chocolate a little bit more. But for now, we're doing W-A-N-T.
It's too liquidy.
W-A-N-T. W-A-N-T. Okay, write it as one word. If you need to make your letters smaller, do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna write
Because let's
it
do it
this way.
all the way across. W-A-N-T. And then start over. W-A-N-T.
You go do that.
You guys say it as you do it. Let me hear you.
W-A-N-T. W-A-N-T. W-A-N-T.
Okay, let's try another one. Let's go to were. Okay, here we go. Were does not have the H. Remember, where has the word here in it, so it has the H. Were is without the H. So it's just W-E-R-E. W-E-R-E. W-E-R-E.
W.
Now you guys try it. W.
Wait a minute. Wait. W-E-R-E. 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 W-E-R-E.
Okay, let's try our last one. I think we just have went left. Went. I went to the park. W-E-N-T. W-E-N-T. W-E-N-T.
W-E-N-T.
Try it.
W-E-N-T. W-E-N-T.
That's okay. You have a glob of chocolate over here. That's okay. Maybe a little bit less chocolate would be helpful. That's okay.
W-E-N-T.
Okay. So, a couple notes, a couple reminders. Whenever we're doing word activities or little word studies like this, something I always suggest is just keeping it to a few words or a handful of words. Don't bite off too much. Don't try and master too many. But taking a few words a week, maybe 3 to 5 words a week, and doing multiple activities using those same words will be very beneficial so that they get the repetition. So maybe some days you could try writing them with chalk. Other days you could try writing them with shaving cream. Some days you could try chocolate syrup, or you could sprinkle powdered Kool-Aid on a plate and trace it in Kool-Aid. Sand works great too. There's lots of things you can do. You can even paint with water using a paintbrush and a bucket of water and do it on the sidewalk. So that works as well. And focusing on just a handful of words and having lots of repetition of those words will help you become a master of those words so that you can read them in the books that you're reading, and you can also write them correctly when you're writing. So hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.